Welcome to the summer of 2024. We are in Intro to Philosophy. I'm looking forward to this. This is actually the first time I've used this textbook in a 10-week format. So I'm still rearranging things a little bit, but the first week is ready to go. And what is philosophy? I guess is the first thing we need to make sure we get right. And in general, the answer is philosophy is the study of the really hard and important questions that cannot be answered scientifically. So for the most part, that's going to pretty much capture what it is. And there's actually kind of historical reasons why that's the case. Basically, it's because philosophy used to be the main game in town, really. And then as each science became successful in its empirical methods, it kind of sprouted off into its own discipline until what's left over is just these are hard questions that are really important, that pretty much every philosopher believes there are correct answers about these questions. Otherwise we wouldn't be making this a career. But they're hard questions, and we've got our own methods. Next week we'll get into logic, right? That's the tool. And so there are ways to do philosophy, and you cannot avoid doing philosophy. To claim that philosophy is worthless is a philosophical claim, so you're stuck either way doing philosophy. But a little bit about who am I. Dr. John Mark Asper, Dr. Asper. I live in Ankeny, actually, so I will not really be up in Marshtown at all this summer. So I usually make about a 45-minute commute. I'm originally from Urbandale, Iowa, but basically school and life took me on a path through Oklahoma and California and back through Oklahoma and Missouri. And so I hadn't lived in Iowa since high school until I got this job 3 years ago. Good to be back, right? What else about me? I am married, 2 kids, and going to be doing some fun traveling to see my sister's wedding this summer and some other things. So there'll be things going on where this is usually what I call a walking video, by the way. I'm usually walking around, but it's raining right now, and I don't know, I guess I'm too weak to get wet. But my walking videos might be in different locations as we go through the summer. So one main thing I want to discuss about me before we get the class started, because I think it just actually makes things flow more smoothly, is that I am a Protestant Christian. So if you're looking for bias, that's where it is. I mean, when we come into topics like does God exist, obviously I've got a belief on that. I've got a belief about almost all these topics, right? But it's my job as your college professor to give you the strongest arguments on every side. So that is my goal, and I hope I do that, right? And if I'm ever not doing that, you can I don't know, either call me out on it or just kind of correct your expectations based on what you know about me. But what else was I going to talk about? Basically it's just going to be a regular weekly rhythm. There's going to be a quiz and a discussion question every week, and an essay. We'll get to that later. But for now, just kind of get yourself into that rhythm of doing whatever the readings are, and whatever you see on the modules. The course overview video is a good idea after this, especially if you're not very familiar with Canvas. Then definitely do that. But I'll go ahead and I guess I'll sign off here for this week, and I will be walking for real next week. But I look forward to getting to know you this summer.